Hello, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Hello, Steeler Nation. And welcome to the latest episode of your Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, the best, the fastest growing channel out there with the newest, freshest content on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And today we're asking, did Ben Roethlisberger really want to retire, or is it Troy Polamalu 2.0? Well, guys, thank you to all 700 people so far who have subscribed to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. And thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. So, guys, did Ben Roethlisberger really want to retire from the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2021? Or was it a case of a bit of a Troy Polamalu situation where he was kind of made to retire by the Steelers' top brass? That's the question that we're asking today. And that's the debate that was sparked by Gerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post Gazette. Now, I know Gerry Dulac can at times sensationalize things and can write things for his own end, but this is an interesting story, an interesting thing to consider, isn't it? That Ben Roethlisberger was put in a situation where he had to retire, whether he wanted to or not. Okay, as a fan base, we all have our own opinions, don't we, on Big Ben, especially Big Ben at the end of his career. Ben Roethlisberger, is without a shadow of a doubt one of the greatest Steelers ever. He is the greatest quarterback ever for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know Terry Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls, but Big Ben and the way he played in the era he played, under the free agent conditions that he played, I think Ben was perhaps the greatest Steelers quarterback of all time, winning 2 Super Bowls. Now, Gerry Dulac said the following. He said, oops, wrong slide. He said, Dulac, in typical fashion, failed to truly expand on his answer, stating, I would say it's very, very safe to assume that. That was in response to a question he was asked about Ben Roethlisberger's retirement. He was asked, is there echoes of Troy Polamalu's retirement in Ben Roethlisberger's retirement? Was he, in a way, made to retire by the Pittsburgh Steelers? Which is essentially seeing a chance to ignite a bonfire, lighting a match, stepping back and tossing the match away before walking away. So is Gerry Dulac just lighting a fire, really trying to raise view numbers, raise readership of the Pittsburgh Post Gazette? What is the question behind this? But, there is some, I think, validity in what Gerry Dulac is saying. Ben Roethlisberger was an absolute legend for the Pittsburgh Steelers. At the start of his career, he was absolutely phenomenal. If you think back to Big Ben, right when he started playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was mobile. He had an awesome arm on him. He was the all-round quarterback, wasn't he? Times where he escaped, he ran around, he extended the play, very much, in the same way that Aaron Rodgers does. He moved all around the pocket. He moved out of the pocket. In addition to that, he was exceptionally hard to bring down, wasn't he? There was times when you see him shrug off defensive tacklers like Terrell Suggs, throw them to the ground, get them to bounce off him. He was an incredible physical specimen. However, it can be argued that since 2019, when his elbow blew up, that he was not the same quarterback that he was pre-2019. That in the 2020 season, the 2021 season, he did not perform anywhere near the Ben Roethlisberger of old. Now, if this is true, this could be a really fascinating story to look into, that there is this bad blood now between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, that Kevin Colbert and Mike Tomlin made him, in a way, retire. Now, there's no hint to that when you watch that retirement video that he put out, that fantastic retirement video that he where he talked about his time with the Steelers. He talked about fulfilling a dream, etc., etc. Now, in a quote here, this is a quote from Ben Roethlisberger when he was asked about his time. Was it his time to go? Was it time for his retirement? He said, first off, my coach and GM don't want me back, Roethlisberger said. Second of all, I'm pretty content with where I am at, being a bus driver and making lunches in the morning. A very interesting comment and a very revealing comment from Ben Roethlisberger. If this news is true, if it is true that Roethlisberger was in a way forced to retire by the Pittsburgh Steelers, this could actually, be something that needs further looking into, further investigating, because it kind of drives a wedge, doesn't it, between our greatest quarterback and the franchise at this point in time. It's going to take time for those bridges to be rebuilt, those bridges that seemingly could have been burnt down by these events. It's Also worth noting that Ben actually didn't ever confirm his retirement until that 2021 season, at the very end of the season before the Pittsburgh Steelers' final home game. But even then, Ben said he very much didn't talk in definites. He said, I don't do definites. That's what he said in the press conference. Now, this is interesting, very, very interesting that, that maybe the Steelers actually decided that, you know what, we want to give Ben the best opportunity to go out at the very top. That we don't want him to be in a situation where he comes back in 2022, 2023 and really does not play well at all, as he wasn't really in 2021. And that they are then forced to bench him. What a horrible end to a Hall of Fame career that would be. For me, there may be a little bit of truth in these rumors that are coming out of Pittsburgh at this moment in time, that Ben Roethlisberger was in fact forced to retire by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben's always made it clear that he is a Steeler through and through, and he never had any interest in playing for any other team. So the moment the Pittsburgh Steelers said that they did not want him back, he would not have gone looking for another team or to play another year in the NFL. So what do we think? What do you think, Steeler Nation? What do you think? Was Ben forced to retire? Did he go at the right time? I think he did. I think, as awesome as Ben is, I love Ben to bits. Ben is the greatest of all time, I think. I love Ben. He's one of my favorite ever Steelers, but I think it was time for him to go. It was sad seeing him at the end. He wasn't the quarterback he was at the beginning, was he? He wasn't as mobile. He didn't have the arm that he previously had. I think it would have been just a case of watching another quarterback, I think, dwindle away. He never really looked after himself in the same way that Tom Brady did. So let me know what you think. Drop me a comment below in those comments. And guys, remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, hit that subscribe button. Come and join the fastest, best new Pittsburgh Steelers channel anywhere out there on the internet. You won't regret it, guys. It's free as well. It's fantastic. So thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed this content. This breaking news that is coming out from Gerry Dulac that Ben Roethlisberger was forced to retire by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you for listening, and let's finish this as we always do with "Here We Go Steelers, come on!"